Let's come to, we are having three special type of matrices also, although we discuss here all the types means we started with the row and column matrix, then we just discussed the square matrix also, rectangular matrix also, diagonal matrix, scalar matrix, unit matrix, null matrix, okay, upper and lower triangular also. Now we are having three special type of matrices. First one is the idempotent matrix, second one is nilpotent matrix, and third one is involuntary matrix. Okay, let's have a detailed discussion. So idempotent matrix, we can write down the define also. What is the define? An idempotent matrix is one that when multiplied by itself produces the same matrix. In a simple language, I can say a square matrix is called an idempotent matrix if it will satisfy the condition A square is equals to A. A square matrix will set to be a square matrix will set to be a idempotent matrix if it will satisfy this condition A square is equals to A. Now what is the meaning of this A square is equals to A? Means if I am having a matrix A, my dear students, if I will multiply the matrix A by A only, if I am multiplying the matrix A by A only, okay, so then the result should be A again. If I am having a matrix A, if I will multiply that matrix with the matrix A itself only, and I am having the result as a matrix A means itself only, then that is called the idempotent matrix. Okay, so is an n cross n square matrix here. So here you can see as a result an idempotent matrix is one that does not change when multiplied by itself. So in a simple language you can write down कि an idempotent matrix when you will multiply, if you will multiply any matrix A by itself, if you are having the same result as a matrix A and if it is not changing, it means the value is not changing, then that matrix is called an idempotent matrix. All the identity matrices I1, I2, I3, I4, whatever the order you are taking, all the identity matrices are idempotent. They will always satisfy this property. Okay, you can check with this one. But if I am taking about here one more example, so you can see this is a matrix. I am having a 3 cross 3 matrix, 3 rows and 3 column, and I will multiply the same with the 3 cross 3 matrix. So when I will multiply this first row means this matrix with this one, it will give me the same as it is. So this is the example of an idempotent matrix. Okay, 2 minus 2 minus 4 minus 1 3, 4 1 minus 2 minus 3. If I will multiply with the same, then I will get the result same. Same means itself only. Okay, one more interesting thing about the idempotent, if you want to know the meaning of this word, so meaning of the word idempotent is, dear students, the meaning of this word idempotent, you can break this one as an idem plus potent. Okay, if you want to go only with the meaning of this word, so we can break this word as an idem plus potent. Idem means identity, same. Same means itself. Idem, the meaning of idem is identity, same or itself. Identity or same. Okay, potent means power. So what is the meaning of this one? Ki what changes, in simple language you can understand ki what changes I should do in the power of any matrix A so that it will become itself, its identity, it will become itself. So what changes I will do in the power of any matrix so it will become its identity. Identity means itself, same to same or itself. Okay, this is the word meaning of the word idempotent. Okay, the meaning of the word idempotent. So here, as we already had a detailed discussion, idempotent matrix is type of a square matrix. So any matrix is said to be idempotent matrix if it will satisfy the condition A square equals to A. If you will find out the square of any matrix and it will give you the same matrix A only, it means that is an idempotent matrix. Only square, not cube, not power 4, not power n. Okay, only square. A square is equals to A. Clear? This is the idempotent. Let's talk about the next one. Next one is the nilpotent. So again, if you want to just go with the meaning of this word nilpotent, so this will be nil plus potent. Potent means again the power. Okay, meaning of this word is power. Nil means nothing. So what changes we should do in the power of any matrix? What is the meaning of nilpotent? What changes we should do in the power of any matrix so that it will become nothing. Nothing means it will become nil. Nil means 0. Okay. So what changes you should do in the power of any matrix so it will become nothing. Nothing means nil or 0. So let's read the define also here. A square matrix is said to be a nilpotent matrix if the product of the matrix with itself, just in the idempotent we did the product A and A here. So the same, if you will do the product of matrix A with itself, it should give you a null matrix. Now here it's not that only A into A is possible. It can be A cube is equals to 0 is also possible. A power 4 is equals to 0 is also possible. A power n is equals to 0 is also possible. But while in the idempotent it was fixed. It was fixed if and only if condition was A square is equals to A. Only square. And here it can be A square, A cube, A power 4, A power n and so on. So in a simple word, the square matrix A of order n cross n is said to be nilpotent if A to the power k is equals to 0, where 0 is a null matrix of order n cross n and k is a positive integer which is less than or equals to n. Less than or equals to n means less than or equals to the order n. So if you are having a 3 cross 3 matrix, I am writing here, if you are having a matrix A whose order is 3 cross 3, if we are getting this A is not equals to 0, and if we are finding its square, and if A square is equals to 0, then this will become a nilpotent matrix. This will become a nilpotent matrix. Okay, or if A square is not equals to 0, and if you are finding here A cube, then also it will become a nilpotent 0. A cube is 0, then also it will be a nilpotent. But in this case, if A cube is not 0, or you are finding A power 4 which is 0, then this will not a nilpotent, because for nilpotent we are having a specific case ki order of the matrix is n cross n, and here A power k is equals to 0. So this k should be less than or equals to n only. Okay, not greater than to n. So usually you will get to know whenever we are having a matrix A whose order is 3 cross 3, if we are checking the matrix is not a 0 matrix, not a, okay, one more condition, this should not be a null matrix. This should not be a null matrix. Which one? A, about whose square you are going to find out. So it should not be a null matrix. It should not be a null matrix. Okay, otherwise it will not possible for finding the square. Okay, but when you are, if you are not having a null matrix, means if you are having a non-zero matrix, if you will find out the square, if it will give you 0, then that will called a nilpotent matrix of order 2, because for finding 2 only, square it only, for finding the square or 2 only, you are getting the nilpotent matrix. So order 2 or index 2. Index 2. Or if you will get here A is not equals to 0, A square is also not equals to 0, but you will get A cube is equals to 0, then this will be a nilpotent matrix of order 3 or index 3. Clear? So in the same manner I can write down if I am having a matrix A whose power n is equals to 0, so this will called the nilpotent matrix of order n or index n. This will be a nilpotent matrix of order n or index n. Very simply we can understand this one. Now let's come to the next one. Next one is the involuntary. As I told you, we are having 3 special type of the matrices. So first one was nilpotent, second one was first one was idempotent, second one was nilpotent, third one is involuntary. So involuntary, we are having a square matrix which satisfy the condition A square is equals to I. A square is equals to I is called an involuntary matrix. Now the meaning of A square is equals to I should be clear in your mind here. Ki if you are finding square, this is again dedicated for the square only. If you are finding a square, so A square is equals to I, then this is called the involuntary matrix. Okay, you can take the example, this one, if I will multiply with this one, it will give me the matrix itself. So A into A is equals to, means A square is equals to I. This is giving me an identity matrix, hence this is called an involuntary matrix, my dear students. Okay, so we had a discussion on the basics type of the matrix. This is very simple. I hope it is clear to everyone. Thank you.